The body has a natural immune system that protects us when we come into contact with foreign organisms like bacteria and viruses that we call pathogens. The first time we meet pathogens, our immune system takes a long time to ramp up. The next time and after that, it works much faster, jumping into action often before we ever get sick. Vaccines are a way to train the immune system to recognize specific pathogens before we get an infection. This protection happens through two parts of the immune system: the innate immune system and the adaptive immune system. Phagocytes are cells of the innate immune system that can recognize and engulf invading particles. These cells break the particles into smaller pieces called antigens and display them on their surface for other immune cells to see. Cells of the adaptive immune system take the presented antigens and learn what the pathogen looks like. The adaptive immune system then starts building an army of cells to try to defeat the pathogen. This process takes about a week or more the first time you encounter a new pathogen. The adaptive system has two main types of cells: T cells and B cells that work together to fight pathogens. Helper T cells recognize antigens and activate the other cells of the adaptive immune system, including the killer T cells and B cells. Killer T cells can directly target and neutralize cells that have already been infected by viruses. The B cell produces specialized proteins called antibodies that also recognize this specific antigen. By attaching to this antigen, antibodies mark the invading cell for destruction, or they can block viruses from entering your cells. After the immediate infection is gone, both T cells and B cells make memory cells, which can last for years or even for a lifetime. If the same pathogen invades again, the memory T and B cells recognize the antigen and spring into action, stimulating production of T and B cells to quickly fight off the infection. Rather than a week or more, this process usually only takes days. Vaccines introduce antigens to us and provide a way to teach the body to recognize a specific pathogen without the need to get an actual infection. When you do encounter it, your immune system is already primed and ready to fight. Some vaccines contain a killed or weakened version of the pathogens themselves, while others contain just the broken down antigens. Some others train your body to produce the antigens in your own cells. All these methods jumpstart your immune system to recognize the antigens. Vaccines represent a safe and effective means to teach the body to protect against infection without subjecting a person to the risk of the pathogen making you sick.